political exposure, and I'm thinking the current president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa's bank accounts to this day have still not been unsealed for us to see who funded him, because those are meant to be politically exposed individuals or people or corporations. The second thing, I hope you're going to begin understanding part of why I realize or I accepted that race politics is dangerous. Because there are people that serve other people who happen to share a race with us, a skin color. And as long as we believe they are our people, we are left exposed to be manipulated by them. And you say words like, what kind of idiots? And I might be like, they might not be idiots, but maybe they don't serve you. You guys just happen to share a race. What I wanted to say earlier, because you speak about the Bill of Human Rights, you speak about the Constitution, the irony of the drug trade. The world was locked down for 2 years and constitutions were bypassed so that later on drugs could be traded in the form of what we call
vaccines.
Yeah. The irony of that constitutions can be bypassed. So if you're going to say it's unconstitutional, those same people that make these decisions are going to say, but this is in the interests of your nation. Terrorism, drug trafficking, and does your nation want to be exposed? No, so you'll have to override, as you did during the lockdown, you'll have to override the constitution for the greater good. But then you have to listen to us. And the people you're saying are making the decisions, Ulisitja Kganyago is obviously the governor of the Reserve Bank. You have people like Tito Mboweni, which shares there. You have people like Pravin Gordhan, which shares there. Those are meant to be the black people taking care of other black people. They are meant to be the ones saying we need black banks as an example. And they're not. And they're saying, no, but we have to abide by the rule of law and align with international law and.
And this is my problem. And I think part of why this program is very important is that what is called best practice in international law oftentimes is not international law or best practice. And so Bob Pravin Gordhan, together with people like Kganyago and Tito Mboweni, who I think is a clown, quite frankly, they then come across like they're trying to help us to be part of the international community when they're actually implementing what are the Washington Consensus and the Atlantic Alliance rules and regulations of our colonizers. And we are the only time we believe that there's no races at play is when black people are involved.
Of course.
White people will never join black people to advance black interests. It doesn't happen, will never happen. That's why we've never been compensated for slavery, colonialism. That's why South Africa never got reparations after this crime against humanity that is acknowledged by everybody of apartheid. Yet the Jews were given 140 billion ever since the Second World War, just for 5 years of oppression. So that goes to show you that white people will stand with white people. The only dumb creature on earth that will stand with animals that are not related to it in order to subjugate their own people are black people. And they don't learn from history. But they don't learn from history, because when our chiefs sold fellow Africans into slavery, they thought that they were benefiting until the European realized how stupid we are and colonized us on our own continent and colonized those chiefs as well, who lost everything that they had made during this period. Bole Secha don't understand that they can build as much money as possible, paper money, but at the end of the day, when whites want to take what they want to take here, they will come with jets and bombs like they did in Libya, like they did in Iraq. They'll take everything, including what Bole Secha have. And on that day, they'll be like everybody else, which is why it makes sense for them to be fighting to build a commonwealth for black people that will be able to help us to industrialize and create our own weapons to defend ourselves, if indeed that day comes. But they're not thinking like that.